Hi, welcome to day 5 of Making NYC. Today I want to tell you a story. This is the story of a trip I made 13 months ago with 4 of my best friends.
Alright, the time is 3:41 a.m. I'm about to take the shutter to the airport.
You know, when you're in your 20s, I think one of the smartest decisions you can ever make is getting together with some of your best friends and travel. We were all going to college in Florida at the time, and after realizing that we had a long weekend off from classes and tennis, one of us started casually looking up flight prices for New York. Turns out they weren't that bad, so it wasn't too long until we formed that group and decided to go. See, I had been to New York City before. This wasn't my first time. In fact, I had been like 2 or 3 times already. And I remember it was on my very first time there that I fell in love with the city. So my love for the city wasn't new. But for some reason at the end of this trip, I remember being like,
This trip is really making me consider moving here. Somehow, I have no idea how. I just need to have the experience just for a year or something.
You can. If you wish, you can make it.
I don't know, maybe it was because that was around the time that I had gained a little bit of experience with like filmmaking and photography and just camera stuff in general. I feel like the previous time that I was there, I was just starting out with photography and I didn't really know much. And I don't know, I feel like this time I kind of knew more what makes a good shot, what makes a visual pleasing to the eye, and I realized how New York City has it all. In some way, I feel like the previous time that I was there, I couldn't see really much New York City's life. I could, because that's why I fell in love with it in the first place, but not really. And this time, it's like I had these glasses that through it, I was able to see it so much more clearly and so much more colorful. The trip itself too was hella fun. Yeah, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows though.
I'm gonna sleep Bro, look, I'm missing half of my body.
Abre la ventana.
Man, it's so hard. Holy shit.
What happens? Yeah, it's gonna get colder throughout
No, I'm saying that the mattress is like so hard.
Yeah, our room situation was interesting. 2 bunk beds for 5 of us, super tiny, but we made it work. Except the last night. The last night was tough.
Day 4, finishing in a tragic way, losing my AirPods, and on top of that, this is the situation. Me and my Spanish kids, life is good. I'm grateful.
We also took some of the most legendary photos I've ever taken in my entire life. I mean, these are so good that I've spent the last 13 months, I've spent this whole time trying to figure out a way of doing justice to how good these photos are. Like, I don't know, maybe hang them up or something. But I just never did it, so I'm just gonna share them today. The world just needs to see them. Yeah, insane. You know, this trip changed everything for me, really. And 13 months later, I'm here, living the dream of that 23-year-old Miguel. It definitely hasn't been easy at all to get to this point. It also hasn't been easy at all since I got here. It's definitely been lonely sometimes and confusing and a million other things. But you know what? I'm here. And just to get to achieve that goal of mine from a year ago, that's pretty cool.
The last 4 days have been incredible. I love the city so much, and it just served as a confirmation, really. But I would love to experience this place as home. You know, there's just so many opportunities, so many different doors that can be open. that you can open them and for them. I'll be back. It's on here.